Hello and welcome to this short video on how to cite in text by paraphrasing in APA 7th referencing style. This video will cover the methods used to paraphrase, examples of these, and some final points to remember. Now there are two ways if we want to reference a paraphrase in text using APA 7th referencing style. These are author-focused and information-focused, and we're going to look at both of these today. Firstly, if we look at author-focused, what happens is the author's name, or names if there are multiple authors, appear outside of the brackets. Usually in these types of citations, the author will appear at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence, and we use this method if we want to draw particular attention to the author that we have referenced. Let's have a look at some examples. Here is the original text written by Smith, and we can see it says, "Students often find referencing in the main text of their work a little difficult to understand and do correctly." So we want to use that idea, but obviously we have to paraphrase it into our own words and then reference Smith. So the first method shows that the author starts the sentence. Smith, in brackets 2012, argued that in-text citations could be a little confusing. That is one way to achieve that paraphrase. The second example we have added the reporting verb first. So, according to Smith, 2012 in brackets again, and then a comma, in-text citations could be a little confusing. And now the final example has moved the author further into the middle of the sentence. In-text citations can be quite confusing, as Smith, 2012, pointed out in a recent study. So all three of these are equally valid, but just notice that Smith appears outside of the brackets in each case. Now, if we move on to information-focused style paraphrasing, in this case, the author's name or names appear inside the brackets. This type of citation will often appear in the middle or at the end of the sentence. And unlike author-focused referencing, this is what we use if we want to draw attention to the actual information itself. So here are some examples of how we would use information-focused referencing. Again, we have the original text written by Smith. Students often find referencing in the main text of their work a little difficult to understand and do correctly. So that's the idea we want to use. So we need to paraphrase it and reference Smith. So in the first example, you can see that the author now appears at the end of the reference. It has been argued that in-text citations could be a little confusing. Bracket Smith, comma, 2012, bracket. An important feature of APA 7th referencing is that the comma always appears between the author or authors and the year. So it's important not to leave that small detail out. A second example shows the author appearing in the middle of the sentence. In-text citations can be a little confusing. There's the paraphrase, Smith, comma, 2012 in brackets, and then we have added our own comment to that. And this poses a major challenge for students. So both the author and the information prominent are suitable methods to paraphrase. The important thing to remember with paraphrasing, however, as we have seen in those examples, is keeping the original meaning of the idea and words we want to use, but putting them into our own words. That is the crucial point. That is how we avoid plagiarism. The other thing to remember, now that we have both of these styles, is that using a combination of these can also help vary your writing. So instead of just using one author first or information first and having repetitive writing, try mixing it up a little to give it that variety. And that will bring us to the end of this video. We hope that it's been helpful to you, and good luck with all of your referencing.